This heap of scrap was once an M77 artillery gun. It's just a tiny part of the weapons graveyard at this Ukrainian military facility. It's where Western military tech comes from the front lines, to prove to Western donors that it's been used as intended, but more importantly, to be salvaged.
Our American counterparts just can't get their heads around it. When they see what we do, they don't have the words. They wouldn't even think about sending this kind of stuff to scrap, let alone repairing it. We used to get guns sent to us that you could still recognize as artillery pieces. That's not always the case anymore, but it's not like we have a choice.
With Western arms deliveries reduced to a trickle, these Ukrainian army engineers have had to improvise. They call it cannibalism here, making one functional artillery gun from what's left of many damaged ones. The engineers here tell us they noticed a drop-off in deliveries halfway through 2023, even before the current funding delay. Back then, initial Western stockpiles were exhausted after a year of war, but new production had still not caught up. Workers here are essentially putting together puzzles of different parts every single day, some new, some salvaged, and some improvised.
They come in with shrapnel injuries, but we managed to get them healthy again.
You could think you were speaking to a doctor, but the fighting at the front lines is so intense that this man's patients are often back in the repair shop within weeks.
I've had situations where this same gun comes back to me with fresh damage, 2, 3, or even 4 times. This one's almost finished, and it's ready to go back to the front lines.
But there's only so much that cannibalizing damaged equipment can do. That's where unexpected solutions come in. This was stripped from a commercial digger. It's not an improved solution in the gun's manual, but it works. Ukrainian firms are now also producing many of the simpler spares.
We don't need American-built screws and rubber seals. We can do all that ourselves. What we need are the big parts we can't make ourselves. If we don't get them, I guess we'll find a way. We'll put something together out of the scraps we have. But it's going to cost us time.
Time that Ukrainian troops on the front lines don't have. Russia is already taking advantage of Ukraine's declining firepower to push forward. If US aid is held up any longer, many here in Ukraine worry that the slow retreat of recent months could soon turn into a rout.